This was so...
All okay?
All good.
Now this was on the straight. Tries to get by. Oh, and the car's there, unable to keep out of each other's way. And there'll be more than one unhappy team after that. Knew what that moment meant.
Okay, mate, so red flag, we're going to come into the pit lane, please. Verstappen has gone off there. A lot of debris.
And oh dear, that's Max Verstappen.
Sake, man!
Here we've got a yellow flag. Okay, so we've got De Vries. Not a lot of wiggle room here. And the contact between the cars, inevitable. And thankfully, after that, it seems the drivers are okay.
Couple of cars off there. Can watch for debris.
All okay?
Yes, mate, all okay. And safety car. That's...
It's not going the way the team had hoped today, that is for sure.
What a...
I'm not quite sure what's happened there. Now who is that? Now that looks like Lando Norris.
Signs off in the runoff.
So unlucky.
Safety car, safety car. Just positive on your delta.
Okay.
Let's try to keep some temperature in your tyres.
Sick every time.
You okay?
What the was that, honestly? Oh.
Hold it. Red flag, red flag.
So here we go, heading into turn one. Now there's an inviting opportunity there, and you can see how the cars come together. And I don't think there's a lot of doubt as to which car came off worse there. And we've had a crash on track.
Come on, really? What was that?
All okay?
Now I'm just looking here, possibly Ocon's part of that. Let's take a closer look. Oh, that's quite an impact between them. Who was at fault? Well, there'll definitely be fingers being pointed. And for the crew watching on in the garage, that really must have been a hard one to take. There's a yellow flag now. Let's have a look at that. Nico Hulkenberg there. And you can see how tight it is. Oh, and the cars there, unable to keep out of each other's way. And having seen it back, I think it's pretty obvious who was at fault. I'm not quite sure what's happened there.
What a joke.
Now, who is that? Now, that looks like Lando Norris. Now, this was at turn one. The cars jostling for position. And the contact between the cars, inevitable. And thankfully, after that, it seems the drivers are okay. Now, that incident looks to involve Oscar Piastri. Right, we're at turn 9. That's the location for this one. Barely any room to manoeuvre. And the impact on the car, it's quite clear. Not entirely sure what happened, but it seems like it was Logan Sargent. Now, who is that? Now, that looks like Lando Norris.
A guy turning into me. Makes sense.
We've got a yellow flag here.
No. No. No.
Got a car off. Nice and steady through there, please. Not swapping at the moment.
I'm an idiot.
Not entirely sure what happened, but it seems like it was Logan Sargent. So we're heading now into turn 5. Not a lot of wiggle room here. We've got a yellow flag here.
Yeah, I spun. There's possible debris. Copy that.
Oh, we've had a crash. Now this was at turn 1. Pushing a bit too hard at this point. Oh, and the cars there, unable to keep out of each other's way. I imagine their confidence will have taken a knock. There's been a crash.
Yeah, that's it, guys. I got hit.
All okay?
Oh dear, a crash. There's been a crash. Right, so this was the 4th corner. Dangerously close to each other. Has to be said, that was pretty risky. And that won't do their confidence any good. And now we've had a crash. Here's the replay. Now we're at turn 11 now. Within a split second, the impact's made. Now their confidence will have taken a hit with that. And not much that the team can do about that one. And it looks as though there's been an incident for Lance Stroll.
Oh. Sorry.
Watch out for debris.
Is he out of the car? What the?
So just stay positive on that, Milton.
Yeah, can be.
Another car went off.
Nico Hulkenberg there. The car makes contact, and they'll have to pick themselves up after that. There's a yellow flag now. Sit tight and get ready. It's the United States Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Alright, ready, push, push.
Copy now.
Yeah, that's it, guys. I got hit.
All okay?
Now it looks to be Lewis Hamilton involved in that. Now we're with Lewis Hamilton here. Dangerously close to each other. The cars coming together right there. Now I imagine their confidence will have taken a knock. And you can just feel the frustration from the team watching on the monitors.
Red flag, red flag.
Here's the replay. So here we go, heading into turn 1. With not much room to move. And the contact between the cars, inevitable. And that won't do their confidence any good.
It's your right though.
He's just given a thumbs up in the car.
Oh dear, a crash! There's been a crash!
So sorry about that, guys.
Now who is that? Now that looks like Lando Norris. And there's been quite a crash. Right then, we can take a look now. Now this was at turn 1. Now there's an inviting opportunity there. And not just one car involved in that, as you can see. That will have knocked their confidence, I'm sure. We've got a yellow flag here. Now we should be able to take a look here. And if we watch Magnussen, not a lot of wiggle room here. And the impact on the car, it's quite clear. And thankfully, after that, it seems the drivers are okay. And we've had a crash on track. So let's take a look at the replay. So here we go, heading into turn 1. Pushing a bit too hard at this point. And oh, that's obviously far from intentional, but there was contact.
Okay, understood, stand by. Red flag, red flag.
Sorry.
And red flag, red flag.
And it's a win today for Lance Stroll. And that's the win for Lance Stroll.
Well, it was never certain, but if anything, that must make the victory taste even sweeter.
For Canada's Lance Stroll.
Their first win in Formula One, and hopefully a bright future lies ahead of them.
And there's not much that rivals the Las Vegas Grand Prix when it comes to the podium presentation. And there's been quite a crash.